Well, a battle is brewing tonight inside the state capitol over a newly expanded program providing taxpayer-funded health care to undocumented immigrants. Republicans say the costs have ballooned and there are other ways we should be spending taxpayer money. Joe McCoy checked in St. Paul as lawmakers try to rein in the budget.
With Minnesota projected to face a potential $6 billion deficit by 2029, lawmakers on both sides are proposing budget cuts. One of the most talked about cuts from state Republicans is a new portion of the Minnesota CARE program.
Budgets are about choices and trade-offs.
Previously, the program provided state-funded health insurance to low-income residents, but in January it expanded to allow undocumented residents to enroll and receive the same benefits. In addition, Republican State Senator Jordan Rasmussen says could increase the budget deficit even more.
Republicans don't believe that we should be spending hundreds of millions of dollars on taxpayer-funded health care for illegal immigrants.
The Minnesota Department of Human Services projects the program will cost $200 million over 4 years. However, the state DHS says in the first quarter of this year, more than 17,000 undocumented immigrants enrolled in the program, when the estimation in this time frame was only 5,700.
When we give people access to health care that is covered and paid for, hospitals can take that money and provide services. Again, keeping our healthcare system healthier and more robust.
DFL State Senator Elise Mann says that even though more undocumented immigrants than expected have enrolled, roughly only 4,000 have actually submitted a claim for health care services so far. What would you say to someone who says, hey, we need to worry about those who are actual citizens of Minnesota first, instead of spending millions of dollars on undocumented immigrants living in the state?
So we are talking about people who pay $220 million in taxes in the state. We are all residents of the state of Minnesota.
DFL Senator Mann says Republican opposition is purely political and that they are trying to scapegoat undocumented immigrants. Republican Senator Rasmussen says he is concerned this program will attract additional undocumented immigrants to Minnesota. And Julie, Minnesota is one of only 3 states to provide public health care coverage to undocumented residents, regardless of their age.
All right, and they are trying to make cuts everywhere, so every issue is on the table right now for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joe.